If you're ready, then I want you to know I'm ready to share with you this week's Wednesday word of encouragement. For me, recently during my reading through the Bible in a year reading program, my systematic program of reading God's Word that I try to do every year, it's become an ongoing spiritual discipline for me. The reading plan I'm using now is the Navigator's Book at a Time reading program. And right now, the book in the Old Testament that I'm working my way through is the book of Numbers. And in the book of Numbers, I have recently been reminded as I listened to the stories, I heard the lists, I read the numbers, I heard the story that Moses tells about God's people's journey from the Exodus from Egypt to the entrance into the promised land. I'm reminded of a message that I preached quite a few years ago now. And I think God spoke to me through my reading time and my time in Numbers to encourage me to get back to the discipline of journaling. Hey, when I grew up, I thought journaling was something that girls did with a pink book. They had a clasp that locked with their key, and they would tell all their dreams. But as I've grown, I've realized that God uses our spiritual journaling to encourage us. And I've been encouraged by the book of Numbers by this verse that I preached on a long time ago. And that's from Numbers chapter 33, verse 2. Somewhat of an innocuous verse, but I want to read it and then build off of it. Numbers chapter 33, verse 2 says this. Simply it says, "At the Lord's command, Moses recorded the stages in their journey. This is their journey by stages." And then he goes on to list them. Why is this important? Why do I think God is encouraging me and consequently I'm able to encourage you? Is because when we journey, we have the opportunity to connect our relationship with God with everything that happens to us every single day. And when we journal it and we reflect on it and we discipline ourselves to think back on each day, each stage of our life, day by day, to see what God has done, see what God is doing, see what we need God to do, that we can grow spiritually. And as we read through Numbers, as we read these stages that Moses recorded, we're encouraged. And when we can do that about our own spiritual lives, it's God's way of helping us not forget that God's active in our lives and in our journey of sanctification, our journey of becoming more like Christ, our journey of serving Him until Jesus comes. I want to challenge and encourage each of us, as I've been encouraged. Consider setting out, maybe again for you like it is for me, maybe for the first time, spiritual journaling, a prayer journal, and remember and be encouraged about the stages of your journey where God is journeying beside you. God bless you. Be encouraged, and may we all begin to that discipline of journeying our stages in our walk with Jesus.